smells like a mess to you?
Sully's stress ball always looks like it's laughing at me. Sully's hard copy of the Wise Monkey case files. Let's see what you got. The third victim was Colleen Lavery, a sophomore year Berkeley student majoring in performance. Found on a stage at the school, pushed from a set balcony and stabbed during the night. Her tongue and eyes were removed. This was the first time the killer removed more than one organ. A silver charm shaped like a G-clef was found with her. The third victim was Colleen Lavery. First victim, Luke Jensen. Recently graduated Berklee College of Music. He was found behind his apartment in Brighton, pushed off a fire escape, stabbed, and his eyes removed. A silver violin-shaped charm was later found at the scene. Second victim, Nick Stewart, aka DJ Abhorrence. He spun at Jaunty Abyss, a club in downtown Boston. Pushed from a staircase outside the club, stabbed, ears removed. A silver bell-shaped charm was found with his body. Fourth and most recent victim, Heather Ann, a retired opera singer who also gave lessons. Found in her home, she'd been pushed from the upper landing of the stairs, killed on the first floor. Lived alone, no witnesses. Kelsey was one of her students up until last spring. Eyes, ears, and tongue removed. A piano charm was found at the crime scene. All the trademarks of a Southie boy. Pats, the Sox, the Celtics, and a big, huge Irish family. He's got 3 brothers and 5 nieces and nephews. God only knows how many cousins. You're gonna tell this crazy story to them over some beers at the next family reunion. Promise.
They do know that Southerners care more about football, right?
Sorry, busy this weekend. I can be a real bitch sometimes. No way. I can use my... Whoa. This one's from the director of the FBI. It is with great regret that I must inform the Bureau of the passing of Madison Davies, the director of the Boston field office. She was killed in the line of duty during a most recent case in Boston. Madison served with the FBI for 22 years, an excellent agent whose history of work speaks for itself. She was a sharp-minded woman with an unerring dedication to her job, an example to us all, and she will be greatly missed. Effective immediately, Samuel McAdams will be the acting director of the Boston field office until further notice. Sincerely, Brandon Rahal, FBI Director. Boston office agents and employees. As you know from Director Rahal's email, I am filling in as the acting director in the wake of Madison Davies' death. I will be arriving in Boston in a few hours. Like you, I considered Madison a personal friend, and I have every intention of bringing her killer to justice. You can best aid in this endeavor by continuing your current assignments with your full attention. And if you are pulled onto other cases or assignments, give those your full attention as directed. As details of the funeral arrangements for Madison are made by her family, they will be communicated to you. Samuel McAdams. Southie Townie boys. Don't forget our game against the Somerville Ballers is this Saturday at 2, and they've got their ringer, the infamous Miles Goodhue, in the lineup. Warm up and stretch those kicking legs, boys.
Kickball? I haven't played kickball since elementary school. Fucking hate kickball.
Hey, bro. Any ideas for Mom's birthday next week? As usual, no list. Think she'd like one of those ebook things? I'll make dinner reservations at the factory. You bringing Erica? Brandon. I just gotta make sure he's going. The case database. I can access closed and current cases here. The wise monkey killer is fixated on the removal of the eyes, ears, and/or tongues of her victims. Each victim has been pushed from a height, stabbed in the abdomen, and then had one or more of these sense organs removed. Cause of death has either been from the head trauma of the fall or bleeding out from the stab wounds. Removal of the organs has always been post-mortem. Kelsey was gaining confidence as she continued to kill. Looks like Sully thought they might all be connected to her, and the deaths were part of some personal vendetta. Makes sense. Revenge killings are fairly common for female serial killers. Her method's particularly gruesome, though. Question is, why Sully? We've only had this case for a few weeks. How'd she even know he was on it, much less have time to plan this? I don't have any evidence to look at right now. I don't need to request any evidence. Kelsey Gardner, age 21. Born and raised in White Rock, New Mexico. Moved to Boston to attend Berklee College of Music, majoring in performance and composition. Dropped out in the middle of her junior year. Last known address is in Dorchester. Reported missing by her parents last June after a few weeks of not hearing from him. Last seen entering her apartment by neighbors 2 weeks prior on May 30th. Worked at a nearby coffee shop. Didn't report for any shifts after May 30th. She was suffering from financial issues at the time. Circumstantial evidence suggests she may have run away. Everyone on this list was musically inclined in some way. I need to find out more about Kelsey to figure out where she might have taken Sully. The Dean of Students at Berklee is a good place to start, and her landlord can probably let me into her old apartment. I don't need to... McCoy?
Red?
What do you know about the Wise Monkey case?
Sully was working it and now he's part of it?
Yeah, and I'd like to fix that, so a little help here?
Same as you, Red. I know what's on the file. If you're looking for where to start, check out his desk. He's probably got some notes that maybe didn't get on the database yet.
Here's the prime suspect for Wise Monkey. A 21-year-old college dropout named Kelsey Gardner. Looks like the murders have been about revenge.
Think she might have found out he was on her case?
She must have, but who knows how. He's been on it for barely a week. Tough part's gonna be finding her. We've got an old address, but she hasn't been seen in almost 5 months.
Maybe someone she knew back at school will know where to find her.
I'm going to go back to my work.
Go get him, Red.
I need to do some more research first. I need to do some more... There should be evidence from the Wise Monkey case on file. I should check it out before I go. I don't have any evidence to look at right now. Hey, babe. We haven't spent time together in a while. Was wondering if you'd like to rent a movie and watch it at my place this weekend. Sully. I don't have a reason to do... Cool. I could use a couple hours away from all this. I don't have a reason... Figures. Dad avoids visiting Scott. Maybe that's why he decided to bury... Whoa. This... It is with... Madison served... Effective immediate... Sincerely... Boston office agents... As you know from... Like you... As details of... Hey, sweetheart. I heard about what's going on over there. I'm so sorry about Davies and Sully, Erica. Are you alright? I've been calling, but only getting your voicemail. Just let me know you're okay. Love, Dad.
How the hell would he know?
I'm okay, Dad, but really busy. I'll call later. Love, Erica. don't have any... I don't have any business.
I guess you need to check Sully's desk drawers.
This is Sully's desk. I don't have any...
Okay. Do I talk to that woman at the front? I wish this weren't so slow transitioning. Come on.
Hey, Gwen, any news?
Not really. Sorry.
I need the charms that are in evidence for the Wise Monkey case.
Thanks to that thief, I've only got one. Fill out the form and it's all yours. I hope it helps you catch that awful woman.
Was this guitar charm one of the ones in evidence?
No, none of them were guitar-shaped.
This one's new. Interesting. Thank you, Gwen.
Anytime.
Cat, what are you doing?
It's empty. Sully must have been typing this one. I should check his computer. I don't need to request...
Are you kidding me? Hi, baby. What are you doing? Good girl. Hi, sweetheart. Cat, get your ass out of my face.
I don't need to request...
What the hell am I supposed to do then?
That's our printer.
Come on then.
Coming up.
Finally. So I have to do it from fucking his computer? Ugh. What a mess.
Let's see what this gets me. Here's the form.
Okay. Hang tight for a minute. Hope that helps.
It will, thank you. I've done everything I can from here. Time to hit the street. A silver charm shaped like a bell. Berklee College of Music is here.
You must be Special Agent Reed.
I am. Thank you for agreeing to meet with me, Dean Chapman.
Of course. Now, how can I help you?
I need some information on a former student, Kelsey Gardner.
Kelsey Gardner. Oh, yes, the missing girl. Has she been found?
Not exactly.
Oh, that's a shame. What can I do to help, Agent?
I'd be more surprised if he didn't have a few of these in his office. Wow. Is that cello signed by Yo-Yo Ma? Damn. And that guitar signed by the Beatles? That had to set him back a lot. I can play a little piano, but I'd be embarrassing myself playing in front of him. Ugh, that thing's a mess. Paper sticking out, overstuffed drawers. It's like the university equivalent of shoving things under your bed. The drawers are labeled personnel, finances, coursework, and miscellaneous.
Is there something you need from my files, Agent?
No. Sorry. Isn't that one of those really swanky hotels in Dubai? He keeps his desk neat. Inbox, some blank office of the dean's stationery, phone, and a computer. Office of the Dean of Students, Berklee College of Music. Official looking stuff. May I take a copy of this?
Well, do you need it for something?
Not really.
Then I'd rather you didn't.
Daniel Chapman, the Dean of Students. Although with that jacket he looks more like a professor. He should be able to tell me more about Kelsey and why she dropped out.
I'm sorry, I've never seen a professor dressed in a three-piece suit.
Dean Chapman,
Hello, Agent Reed.
tell me about yourself.
Well, I've been the Dean of Students at Berklee for the last 5 years. Before that, I was a professor here. I taught in the strings department, as well as some composition courses.
How much interaction do you get with the students now?
Well, I make the effort to meet all of them at the very least. I still teach one course a semester as well, and of course a few students do their work study in the offices here.
What can you tell me about Kelsey?
Not much, I'm afraid. I try to get to know every student, but with so many of them, it's hard to know some more than passingly. She was brought to my attention while the police investigated.
Yeah, try
her
having over
disappearance.
55,000
Asking
students.
why she
asshole.
dropped out.
Yes, financial problems. A real shame. She lost her merit scholarship after 2 years. Her grades dropped, and she dropped out during her junior year.
Gee, just like me.
Why not try to get a student loan?
I'm not sure. I think she tried, but she wasn't able to get one.
Then what happened to her?
I'm not sure, I'm afraid.
Why did she have so much trouble getting a loan?
Well, you'd have to talk to a creditor for those details. It's always an unfortunate situation.
College doesn't come cheap.
No, it doesn't. But the college has costs to cover as well. No magic wand of ways it work.
What about her family? They couldn't pay?
Well, I don't know what her family's situation was.
It's not really any of your business either.
What classes did Kelsey take?
Most of her classes were in performance and composition, specifically singing.
Did she ever take any classes with you?
Oh yeah, she took one of my composition classes.
So you must have known her from that.
Those classes are rather large, you must understand. Now that I think about it, I do remember her being in my class, though she wasn't the most involved student.
Yeah, there are usually over 300 students in some
I'd
classes
also
there,
like to
babe.
ask you about 2 other Berkeley students. They were recent murder victims.
Oh, yes, of course. Has progress been made in either of their cases?
We believe they were the victims of the same killer. Actually, I'm pursuing the possibility that Kelsey Gardner killed them both. I need to know if there was any connection beyond them all going to school here.
You really think she might have killed them? Kelsey? My God, never thought.
You said you didn't know her very well.
No, but I'd be shocked to hear that about any of our students. I'll help you however I can.
You were sleeping with her, weren't you?
Luke Jensen was a recent graduate. Do you know if he and Kelsey had any classes together, or if they were friends?
Well, I'll check our student records. No classes together. They didn't live in any of the same dorms. Oh, here we are. It looks like Kelsey was tutored by Luke in her freshman year in composition.
Were those one-on-one sessions?
Probably. Small group sessions at most.
How did she do in the class?
She got a B that semester, but in later composition courses, her grades fell. Her last grade in that subject was a D.
Sounds like the lessons didn't stick. Colleen Lavery was still a student here. What can you tell me about her?
Bright young woman, very talented singer. Her death was truly tragic, and what was done to her was just awful.
Any connection between her and Kelsey?
No classes together. The merit scholarship that Kelsey lost was awarded to Colleen the next year.
Would Kelsey have known this?
Well, it's possible some scholarships announce whom they've been awarded to.
Did Kelsey have any friends I could talk to?
I don't know what her social circle was, but I could put you in touch with her old roommate.
I'd appreciate that.
Hamelin, could you please contact the former roommate of Kelsey Gardner? Agent Reed would like to speak with her.
Certainly, sir. I'll have her information ready for when Agent Reed is done.
Those are all the questions I have for now. Can you think of anything else I should know about Kelsey or either of the victims?
No, that's all I can think of.
If you think of anything, contact me. Thank you for your time, Dean Chapman.
Yes, of course. Good luck, Agent Reed.
I don't have a reason to... Kelsey's old roommate, Melissa, lives here. She's not home. I left my card and told her to text me when she's home. Kelsey Gardner's apartment. The landlord said her parents are paying the rent through the end of Kelsey's lease. Looks like they came by to pick up at some point. Kind of weird that they'd leave the place looking so lived in yet abandoned. This setup must have put her back. This is seriously high-end stuff. There's no disc to play. DJ Abhorrent spinning on Fridays at Jaunty Abyss. Into the Woods, spring 2010. Kelsey played Rapunzel. An Evening of Opera, March 2011. Her name's here along with Colleen's. May as well label this wall evidence A through C. Fancy keyboard. Do all music students blow their money on these things? Dear Kelsey, we miss you so much, sweetheart. We just want to know you're safe. We wanted you to have a place to come back to from wherever it is you've gone. Please call us as soon as you can if you find this. Love always, Mom and Dad. Talk about depressing.
Wow, that's nice of him. My dad would have been like, oh, you're not living there anymore, fuck you.
Fancy keyboard. Who's sending her a package? She hasn't lived here in months. This is addressed to Sully. What the fuck? Screw it, I'm opening this thing. Puzzle box. Who would send a puzzle box here and address it to Sully? Just an old, empty envelope. It probably had some business mail in it. Pick up anything that isn't nailed down, right?